Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome to the Chictionary Podcast, episode 4. Let's go. Listen, man, I'm happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't make it here. I heard most podcasts end at about the third joint. So I'm excited. I'm loving the feedback. I appreciate everybody. A lot of y'all is checking the shorts. I hope y'all get more into the episode, but I'm going to get a little bit better with my editing, and moving forward, I'm going to try to play some games with y'all, see if we can get y'all a little bit more involved. Anyway, so today's episode is about delusional women, all right? And I'm probably going to get into some delusional men, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into it all the way around. It won't be one-sided at the end of the day, but we got a lot to talk about. So if you don't know, I'm heavy on TikTok, right? I'm in love with TikTok. It's probably like one of my favorite apps. I come across this beautiful young lady. Her name is pronounced Kayla. Long story short, I check out her page, and she has this video that comes across my feed that's discussing the depth of the men that she comes in contact with. And it's really inspired me to go crazy today. So I'm going to play it for y'all so y'all can hear it, all right?
So, things that I noticed about men that I date. Men are afraid of depth when it comes to me, at least. Because I'm so open about dating other people while I date them until they make a decision about what they want to do with us and with me. I run into a lot of situations where there's no depth. Like, it's not the men. They can probably answer these deep, intricate, futuristic ass questions with other women, but with me, there's no depth. Like, I can ask these amazing get to know you table topic questions and nothing. And I get that. Like, I get like when somebody tells you like, yeah, I do date other people, but I'll add you to the list to see where you fall. I get that, but I have definitely noticed like I get no depth now. Hence, like, I'm so bored. So on today's episode.
All right. So let me get this straight, right? She wants depth from the men that she's talking to, right? She don't like the fact that she don't feel like there's enough depth in the conversations and things of that nature from the men that she's speaking to. And then she directly speaks to the idea that when she asks these men, where do they see the relationship, or where do they see themselves as far as she's concerned, in X amount of time, she's not getting the responses that would have any depth to them in that. All right, come on, baby girl. Like, come on. I'm trying to understand. Is you serious? You know what I'm saying? Because if you tell somebody that, yo, listen, man, I'm gonna just add you to the list. I got a lot going on. I'm talking to any and everything moving, and you cute, so I'm gonna put you on the team. And then directly after that, right? You like, so where do you see us? What I'm missing? So let's play this out, right? I don't want to harp on Shorty too much, so I want to speak to the young ladies, right? I want you to put yourself in this position. You talking to a guy, right? He tells you that he like you, he interested in you, but he makes it clear that he got a stable of women, and it is your job, it is on you to make him feel like you are the number one pick and you should be chosen. That's your job. Let's run that out. Let's say you don't immediately get up from the table and walk out of this, beautiful restaurant this man told you this in on your first date. How does this play out in your head? Let's go through it. So, you're kicking it with this dude, you spending time with him. Eventually, y'all get to the intimate stage in your relationship, right? This whole time, whatever he doing with you, you assume that he doing with everybody else. So when he call you, he text you, "Good morning, Queen, Grand Rising, beautiful," and he's asking you about your day, etc. You assume that there's no exclusivity in that, so therefore you're getting the same treatment that everybody else is getting. There's nothing new that he's doing for you that he's not doing for nobody else, right? Then let's say y'all get to the intimate stage. Hopefully, right, in this situation, you gotta be protecting yourself, because if you're not, you should assume that he is moving around unprotected with all the other women in his stable. Okay? Let's say y'all go on a vacation within this time period of him not fully committing to you and him letting you know that he has a full stable and a roster on deck. How many other chicks did he take to this resort or to the next one? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they know his food menu? Do they got his drink memorized because he hears so much? Like, what we doing? At no point in this situation are you going to see yourself to even have the ability to take this man serious, because in the back of your mind or the front of your mind, this dude has all these other women that he's associating himself with. So the reality of that situation is, let's say you really like this guy and you wanted to make it work. You're gonna see this dude. I wanna curse. That's why I keep pausing. You're gonna see this dude as somebody who can handle being with you and multiple women. If your goal is exclusivity, right? Is some sort of monogamous situation, you're never going to feel comfortable with this person, because how could you possibly, if he was moving so smooth to even get you to the point where y'all became just the two of y'all? All right? Now, let's play this for a female. You tell a dude, "Listen, I got 10 other guys that I'm talking to. I'm going to add you to the list. You cute, you fly. You know what I mean? Let's see where this go." Let's say dude doesn't make that the last date. He rock with you for the next 3 to 6 months till you figure that out. Again, same situation. Every time you text this guy, you reach out to him, he feel like you doing this with Johnny, Ricky, Bobby, and Mike, right? Every time he take you out to eat, he feel like he on a carousel, you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all only go out on Tuesdays because you busy the rest of the week with your other suitors. You understand what I'm saying? Let's say there is this time where he hits you and, you know, your mom's is in town and you telling him, "Nah, I'm busy. You know, I got some things going on this weekend or whatever." Fam, his mind is going directly to John, Ricky, and Mike. It ain't that your mother's in town. That ain't even going to... You could tell him that. You could send him pictures. He ain't going to believe that's the story. You understand what I'm saying? And then, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, young ladies. I'm sorry, women of the world. But hypocrisy, double standards, they exist. They exist, fam. It is what it is. No man want nobody that's with the world. It is what it is. Son, it's no getting around that. No dude that's really about something, that's really got his stuff together, that you would actually choose, is gonna deal with a chick that got the whole city on lock and everybody know her. You giving handshakes and hugs and niggas is shouting you out at the club like you Drake. Cause everybody know you. Then when he knock it down, who else knocked it down? How many of us is in rotation? Boo boo, this ain't a recipe for success. Alright? How do you play this if this is what it is? Right? Let's say you are checking out the market to see what it could provide. Let's say you genuinely are just dating. You moved into a new town. You just got to college. You just got out of a long relationship, and you weighing your options to really see what the world has to offer to you. Okay, so you making these decisions. You don't want to pick just the first thing that come up. You want to take your time and figure out what you like, who you like, and you want to make sure that when you choose to be in a relationship and you got this one person that you're dealing with, you made the right decision by doing so. This is very simple. Newsflash. Lie. You know what? You ain't even got to lie. But it's nobody business, right? That you got 700 other dudes or other women that you giving time to. It's nobody business, bruh. It's nobody business, man. When you moving around, right? It's the same as somebody asking you, how many sexual partners have you had? Bro, you better off asking me my credit score. You better off asking me how much student loan debt I'm in. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? That's none of your business. And then more important than any of that, everything I did prior to you really don't have nothing to do with you. You understand what I'm saying? If when I move around in these streets, this is from a man or a woman. If the people that come in contact with you, that come in contact with me, respect you and they respect me, that's all that matters. Be clear, right? If you talking to a dude and everywhere y'all go, he like low-key famous, right? And you know this dude don't rap, sing, dance, ain't never acted in his life. There's what's going on? Why all these people know you so well? Why are these people talking to you, etc., right? That's cool. But if y'all are in a situation where he can't really explain that, there's a problem, right? And guess who's not going to be able to explain that? The chick who the reason why every dude know her is because they dated her. The dude that every chick know him because he knocked them down. You know what I'm saying? Now, realistically, right, a man is going to be able to finagle that situation a lot better than any female would, right? Because a woman, she is going to be more comfortable accepting somebody who a lot of people know, right? Who has been available to a lot of people. Unfortunately, that just is what it is. But a dude is not rolling for that, bro. He not. Because you know why? Even when he got the Rolex, it's going to be somebody with the Richard Mille. What do I mean? No matter how big his bag is, it's gonna be somebody whose bag is a little bit brighter. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be somebody who is up there in stature, in physique, in notoriety, in like it's so many categories, bruh. He gonna be insufficient in one of them. Like it just is what it is. It's no way around it, bruh. There's no two ways around it. Hold on one second. It's too many factors that factor into who you are as a man or a woman that it's going to be okay for a man to accept himself with a person who's known around the world, known around the block. You understand what I'm saying? And unfortunately, that's just what it is. You understand what I'm saying? If he getting all the money in the world, there's somebody getting a couple more dollars than him. There's a space for insecurity. If he is an athlete, you understand what I'm saying? He got a great body. Trust me, that man got somebody that he be like, I just wish I had his shoulders, his ankles, his calves. Place for insecurity. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, when it's time to measure up, it's a million ways for that to play out. And unfortunately, there's going to be some shortcomings somewhere. It is what it is. So for you to think that a man is going to be secure enough with himself to allow that to be what it is, like you asking for a lot. Whether you realize it or not, whether that's your intentions or your goal, you asking for too much. You understand what I'm saying? Now, who could pull this off? Because on TV, they do this all the time. Y'all just was watching, oh, God, the black joint that looked like Cinderella, but they was Bridgerton or something like, I don't know. It was a Netflix show. Anyway, there's the cat and mouse of these females choosing their mates in these shows, right? What they leaving out is a lot of that is not happening direct, right? And these worlds that they put these characters in, they don't got Instagram. They don't got Facebook. They don't got TikTok. What do I mean when I say that? Fam, the dude that's playing that game on them TV shows, his options are just the women on that TV show, right? So that's the same as when you was in high school, when you was in elementary school. You could date Tommy and Mike and have Mike and Tommy fight, and then Mike come back, and now you with Mike everywhere, and Mike feel like he did something because he got you from Tommy. That would work in high school, right? But in today's world, as an adult, fam, we got Instagram. You know what happens? When I see a chick that I like on Instagram, when I like her picture, Instagram show me 10 more chicks that look just like her. 10 more. So imagine me. I'm a six-figure. I make over six figures, right? I got my own crib, right? I got my own car, right? I take care of all of my responsibilities by myself, right? It's things that I do where I take care of other people's responsibilities. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to settle for a chick that's telling me I'm going to put you on the roster? What? Fam, in 90% of categories, I'm in the top 1%. You understand what I'm saying? I got bees and weed growing in my crib. Come on. I got knowledge of how to grow food and build a house. You think I'm about to let some chick tell me, oh yeah, I'm gonna put you on the roster, you know what I'm saying, if you can make it through the gauntlet and I feel like I wanna rock with you, that's what's gonna happen? You slow. You slow. Does that mean that the chick that I meet on Tuesday, she gotta get rid of every dude that she ever was talking to by Wednesday night? No. But she damn sure better not tell me. And then more important than any of that, she shouldn't be giving me no signs of that. I shouldn't be able to see that from the way she moving with me. Because if I see that, I'm out. I got other things to do. Or you're going to fall lower on the list. You understand what I'm saying? It's like being on a date with somebody and their idea of having a conversation with you is telling you about the ex that they just broke up with and how everything remind them of them. Fam, I got to go. Like I got to make a phone call. Somebody got to save me from this situation because there's no reason why I should be here. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got things you need to iron out. When you finish ironing them joints out, maybe you could call me. Maybe I might be interested. But right now, you lost your marbles. It's not happening. It's not happening. Anybody that's worth their tea, fam, they pushing it. And they out. So that's why when she on these dates with these dudes, there's no depth because... Depth for what? What are you talking about? You just told me you got 8 other dudes that's already been in the race. You might as well just choose one of them. Duh. Now, who is going to stick around? There's 2 types of guys. Just for the females, right? Let's talk to y'all real quick. There's 2 types of dudes that's going to rock with you. When you tell them you got 100 guns and 100 clips. Right? One is somebody that is there to accomplish a mission. Dre got a line. All I need is one time and it's fine with me. I just need to know what it was like. That guy, he gonna rock with you. He gonna play the game like everything is smooth. Y'all whole run. And then shortly after he get what he trying to get about you and you bust it down, he gonna make his move. He got to go. It's over. Right? Another dude that's gonna rock with you. He saw something special in you and he thinks that you are the top of his tree. What do I mean by that? When I say the top of his tree, I'm telling you that this man realizes that you are Oprah Winfrey and he is Joe Schmo who, works at McDonald's. The guy who is going to accept what you're selling in that particular situation, especially when you super direct about it, is the man who sees you as the best possible thing on this planet for him. Now, if that's what you're looking for, ladies, tell every dude that you come across that that's the situation that you're putting them in. But I'm gonna be honest with you, that guy's not what you want, right? Because he is not matching you. He's about to try to live off of you. Who you are is so special and important. It's like somebody that's dealing with a celebrity. Now, I'm not talking about a polygamy type situation. I mean when a person wants to be with one individual, right? And the goal is for that to be some sort of monogamous relationship. If the dude that you're dealing with is choosing to run the gauntlet of being with just you after you told him that you got 100 guns and 100 clips, he sees you as the best possible thing that can happen to him, and you are the prize. But you everything. Because you bring everything to the table, he brings nothing to the table. Because if he had any sort of sensibility or surety of inside of himself, he wouldn't accept that. So, I mean, it ain't worth it, in my opinion. Now, fellas, right? If a young lady decides to rock with you and you tell her that you got a roster and, you got to fill out your roster and whoever rises to the top and the cream that rises to the top, that's the one that you're going to choose. If she rock with you, you lost one. I'm going to be real with you. You lost one. You either have, no, you know what? I take that back. Because you might have a fanatic. Everybody saying Christian Rock and Blueface. Y'all think that Blueface could leave Christian Rock? Or if one of them try to walk away from the other one, we got a Romeo and Juliet situation on our hands. Right? If you have somebody that's that much of a fan of you, you probably have a fanatic. If you have somebody who, moves with you in that type of situation, you probably have a fanatic. And you probably have a Romeo and Juliet type situation. You know what I mean? If that's what you're interested in, if you're comfortable with that, it's a lot of people that's comfortable with that. Rock out. It's worth it for you. You know what I mean? The other option is there isn't really no other option. You understand what I'm saying? You might have a real bag and she might have a 10-year plan. Or a 5-year plan, depending on your state. You know what I mean? What do I mean by that? She know that if she get 2 to 3 kids out of you, if she get 5 to 10 years in a relationship with you, when she divorce you, everything that you acquire, she get half. And if that's her plan, she gonna put up with whatever you bring into the table. Cause you will play. It's a long play. It's a decent amount of time to play the game, but that's what it is. Y'all gonna hit that date. She gonna. Anybody know the Janet Jackson story? I'll tell it to you. She signed a prenup. She married this sheik in one of the sandbox countries, right? Deal was 5 years. She gave him an heir. They stayed married for 5 years. She gets, I think it was like $1 billion. She fulfilled her contract. Like LeBron at the Lakers. He had Shorty for 5 years. They was married. She had a son. She had one child. She had a son. And he had to give her that 100 mil or whatever it was. And she divorced him damn near to the day. This is, if that's what you want, Yo, by all means, bro. I ain't mad, bro. I respect the power. I respect the play. But love? I mean, come on. Be realistic with yourself. You ain't getting that in them situations. You getting a contract. You getting an understanding of goods and services being traded. You know what I mean? If you want somebody to really take you on, appreciate who you are to them, etc., you gotta provide them with an idea of what it looks like to be with you, to what the goal is. Understand what I'm saying? Whatever their intention is long term, in 5 years, 10 years, whatever, if the goal is to get married, I'm not saying you are your complete version of what the married person would be, but you should be very close, right? So if you're gonna be the one that cooks every day, if you're gonna be the one who um mows the lawn, takes out the trash, pick a job, pick a study, if you're gonna be the one who makes sure that y'all are intimate, 95% of the time, all of these things, whoever that person is that you plan to be for the duration, you gotta start in the beginning. You gotta start when y'all getting to know each other. You know what I mean? There's no way around it. If you do not do that, you're presenting a situation where somebody is looking at you as to what can I get out of this situation, and not how can I fall in love with this person. Facts. Facts. You know what I mean? Take your time. Stop telling everybody your business. Some things is just not important for somebody to know. You understand what I'm saying? This idea that you got to be completely upfront and forthright because y'all met on Tuesday and you need to let him know that you know this person, this person, that ain't nobody business, bruh. Ma, that's nobody business. If this person is important and they are going to prove themselves to be important, all you have to do is allow the time and the space for that to happen. His situationship should start falling off. Your situationship should start falling off. Y'all should go from seeing each other every other week to every week to 3 times a week to we inseparable. And all of the time, all of my free time that you got, it go to me and vice versa. And the same exact thing that you wanted out of having this honesty and telling this person, yo, listen, I got a bunch of people that I'm dealing with. I'm not dating you exclusively until we figure out what we are and what we doing and we make a decision. And da 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 da. Yo, you just did that and it happened naturally. And you got the same result. If the plan is to win the trophy, play like you trying to win the trophy, man. Come on, fam. Don't be dumb. We listen. You play the game the way that it's structured. You don't get to change the rules because somehow you so special that all the rules is going to be different. It don't work like that. You know what I mean? Take your time. Allow y'all relationship to turn into whatever it's supposed to turn into. Whatever it's supposed to turn into. But allow that to take place naturally. You understand what I'm saying? You telling somebody you about to put them through this whole rigmarole. You ain't worth that. You ain't worth that. Fam, let's be real. You not worth that. You know who can tell me? You know who can tell me? I'm gonna give you all the females right now. I can name every last one of them that could tell me, yo, you cute. I think you might be somebody I want to deal with, I want to marry, but I got a roster and you just got to rise to the top. Rihanna. That's it. And I might put up with Megan Good nonsense for a couple of weeks. That's it. That's it. That's it. And most men feel like that. It might be one little celebrity, one little fly bad joint that they in love with from a distance. Cause I promise you, I feel like that from here. I ain't never met Rihanna. But a week into me knowing Rihanna, I know me. I'm gonna treat Rihanna like everybody else. I'm gonna be over her quick, fast, in a hurry. Cause she fart, she burp, she have good days, she have bad days. It's gonna be something about this girl that I'm gonna be like, you know what? I thought you was lit. You know what I'm saying? Just like that Super Bowl performance. I thought I was getting the dirty wine and the video vixen, and I ain't getting none of that. You understand what I'm saying? So same thing is gonna happen in a relationship. I'm gonna think she the truth from here, from in my studio on my couch, but in person, I'm gonna see a pimple. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see imperfections, and that all of those things are gonna humanize her to the point where, why am I treating you like you the superstar? Nah, this ain't gonna work. And she gonna be like everybody else. And that long list of names that I was willing to go through the gauntlet for is a wrap. Ladies, y'all might feel a little different. Y'all might have Chris Brown or somebody on y'all list, and y'all willing to put up with whatever they bring to the table because they super. I mean, you might feel like that. I think in the real world, if you was able to, move some of the money around and things that a man could do for you, you probably wouldn't even feel like that for them. So let's not be delusional moving forward. You know what I mean? Keep things that should be private, private. And whoever you dealing with, however you dealing with them, let that be what it is, man. There's no reason for y'all to be so open and honest that you driving away your future because you thought it was a good idea to tell them, like, stop, please. Nobody has never done it like that. It only works on TV. It only happens on TV. It don't happen nowhere else. And if TV had Instagram, it wouldn't work there either. Because guess what? He gonna fall in love with all of these things about you. Let's take Kanye West, for example, right? Kanye thought Kim Kardashian was the earth, moon, and the stars, right? The day he decided he'd break up with Shorty, he get 20 lookalikes. 20 lookalikes. I don't know if y'all know this, but that exists for every female in the world. None of y'all, and men as well, nobody is so spectacular in anything about them that there is not some other version of that is a close second. And if you tell somebody that they should go find a close second before they fall in love with you, that's what they're going to do. Because after, now you got them. It is what it is. And that's why it works when you don't tell the truth. When you don't, not don't tell the truth. When you don't bring that to the forefront. You understand what I'm saying? He shouldn't have thought that you was super single the day that he met you. You fine, he walked up to you, he tried to have a conversation with you. He should assume that it's other people that's attracted to you. Vice versa. You gave him your number because he was attractive. You should think that other people find him attractive. Just assume that. Nothing wrong with that assumption. But the idea that you're going to let that assumption be something that we got to have a direct conversation on, come on, son. You allowing the mind to wander too far. And it's not good business. That's not square biz. You know what I mean? So I'm going to end it there. I'm going to stop preaching to y'all. I think I done belabored the point to the point where everybody understand what I'm saying. Darnell, signing out. Chictionary Podcast.
Yep, let's go.
All right. So let's welcome the beautiful woman who created the thought process behind this week's episode. You understand what I'm saying? I found you on TikTok, pronounced Kayla. How you doing, love?
I'm good. Happy Sunday. How you doing?
All right, I can't complain. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to,
Good.
change the world one part at a time.
Listen.
All right. So let's
I'm
get
here
straight
with you.
to it, right? So, you put out there that you feel like the men that you are attracted to, right? That you decide that you let them. Do you let these guys know, like on the date, that you dating a bunch of men, and that's when you feel like you're not getting what you're looking for back?
So let me just like give like a little pre.
Go ahead.
The
Go ahead.
TikTok video I posted was like it was a series of videos on my Insta story.
Okay.
Um so for the last couple years that I've been single, I've done a series on Twitter and on Instagram called Kayla Takes Dating. So this is just me talking about like different dating experiences, different conversations that I have. But I always let people know that I am completely self-aware and transparent with everybody, no matter how bad it sounds. I don't date a bunch of men all at once, just to disclaim that. But I do go on dates. I love dates. I love going out, whether it's my friend or somebody I'm getting to know. Like I would probably be a serial dater at one point in my life. Now at 32, not so much. But if I meet somebody and we're in a space where we're talking about, oh, are you dating? Are you dating other people? Absolutely. Until we move forward with the conversation, like, hey, I would like to date you exclusively. I'm not comfortable with you dating other people. I'm not gonna lie and say, no, I ain't dating nobody else. I ain't seeing nobody else. Like, it's just you. Cause it's not. So
At what point do you tell a man, I'm not just dating you, this is not exclusive? Because I missed that. You can hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I asked a question.
Okay, cool. No. You asked me if I can hear you. So that is probably in the beginning, very
First
soon
date.
in the beginning.
First date.
First, probably first conversation,
Before we
it
go
comes
out.
up because I live in Atlanta, so the conversation is already happening. Do you have a man? Are you seeing somebody? Like that conversation is quick
Okay, so give
because
me the
I
game
need to
on.
know shit.
Give me the game on what you meant by depth.
So what I meant by depth, I have had a dating situation for probably the last 5, 6 months now, where we have we're really good friends, super good friends, super honest with each other, um, but we haven't really made it past the okay, I'm ready to stop talking to other people phase of it, right? And that's on both sides. So it's me and it's also him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, that kind of sucks because I'm getting closer to a space where I'm about to be like, all right, let me just cut everybody off. And let's just, make it work because I feel like the transparency between me and this person has gotten to a point where it's like now I'm starting to feel away, and majority of the time I don't feel no type of way because I understand as humans I can't control nothing you do, nothing you feel for anybody else, nothing that might develop in the process of me and you. Like, but now I was starting to feel away, so I'm like, damn, like it's it's starting to feel like we lacking something, and the lack was depth. And I'm like, is it because we've been so transparent and upfront for these last few months or whatever? Or is it just because we're not supposed to have any depth? So I was like, I'm talking to my homegirls, I'm reflecting, I do this self-reflection. I'm in therapy, like
The
I have
girlfriends are single,
conversations.
or the girlfriends got mans and husbands.
I, my best friends have men, but I do have friends that are single and or dating,
So you're
right?
asking single people who hasn't figured it out as well what they think about the situation that you in.
I don't I don't necessarily think it's like asking people who haven't figured it out, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to figure something out completely. Like you might run into a new phase of something later in a relationship
All right,
that you're
so
in.
let me explain that real quick. When I say figured it out, right?
Please.
What I'm saying to
Hmm.
you is if I'm trying to get to a millionaire status, right? I ask a millionaire the question
Right.
because they figured it out. If I'm trying to get to 100 million, I gotta find somebody who got 100 million because they could tell me they figured it out. If I'm trying to get to $1 billion, the dude who makes 100 million, he might not be able to tell me how to get to a billion because he ain't figured it out.
Correct. Now, I see what you're saying with the analogy. However, it's like we still have to talk about the mistakes or the common situations that may occur
Mm-hmm.
between us.
True.
I'm not always right. And there
Mm-hmm.
are times where I may not move in the most ideal feminine way when it comes to dating. I
Facts.
have friends that aren't honest with male and women friends, like who are not honest with people that they talk to at all. So it's like I have brothers, I have uncles, like you know
Let
what
me
I'm
ask you a
saying? Like
question. Let
I
me ask
have
you a
men,
question. The girls that are not
yeah.
honest, right? Do you feel like do they feel like they get a little bit further with their not on with their non-honesty?
I think there's a few. I think it's pretty even though.
You think it's
Like
even?
if I reflect, I think it's pretty even for women, but like my homeboys be getting far as fuck.
It's not the same.
Like
Not the same
they
thing.
getting cooked for real quick.
It's
How
not the
it's
same
not
thing.
though.
It's not the
That's what
same
I
thing.
want to know.
All right. So this was my
How?
take. This was my take. Right. For
Mhm.
um for men, we live in a space where
Yeah.
it does not matter how many women we got on our bumper. Right. It does not matter
Why?
because that's the world we live in. Y'all want something that is perceived to be valuable by the world, right? But for a man, we value things that are unattainable.
You still not telling me why?
I just did. So for a man, right?
That's
If a man
that's
can
just giving
conquer if a
me
man
like
can
the mm,
if a man can conquer 100 women, right? The 101 has no issue with the 100 before, right? But if a woman has 100 men, 101 got an issue, right? Because the value is placed on the unattainability of it, right? And it's not even like it's a bad thing. The world that we live in, you could go outside and be like, you could be homeless, you could be dirty, you could be on drugs, right? You're not gonna have no problem finding a man.
right.
But a man, that's not gonna be the same thing. Outside of a woman that's in that same situation, we couldn't it don't Jay-Z pulls Beyonce as a billionaire. He does not pull Beyonce as the dude at McDonald's. You turn the situation around, she could still make it out of McDonald's.
So I totally get and receive what you're saying. So, but this doesn't really turn into the conversation that we're having in our real life, right? Like we not dealing with the billionaires and the Beyonces and the Jay-Z. This I don't know how old you are. I'm 32. So it's like
I'm
I'm
36.
32 as a black woman in pursuit. Okay, so we right there. So it's like I'm in pursuit when dating. Not necessarily of the high value black man, but I do want a man with depth when it gets to that point, right? Or someone that gives a fuck about himself and has these goals. But I'm not about to be like, oh yeah, y'all, like I'm dating these fucking billionaires. I'm moving up. I'm trying to
All
whatever
right,
you were saying
so
earlier about the nigga who made 100K, 1 million, all of that. Like we still have to be able to have these open and honest conversations with
Right,
each
but
other. The generations are changing.
hmm but all right, so let me give it
But
to you like this. Let me give it to you like this, right? So if we walk
yeah,
down the path of open and honesty when it comes to men and women, right? If I
sure.
tell you that I got 5 different girls that I'm talking to, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then I
Mm-hmm.
put you on this roster, right? Because we want to be transparent,
We got
right?
we on this roster, right?
Right? All right. So you
Yeah.
somehow made it to the restaurant with me after I told you, baby girl, I'm throwing you on the roster, right? You made it to the restaurant. Cool.
So
Now,
am I six man? And
yeah, you
I'm
you
trying
number
to make
six.
it on the
You number
court.
six. You number
Okay,
six.
I'm six man
You
right now.
absolutely
Okay,
number
okay,
six. It's
okay,
5 already
okay,
on the top. So you number six. You
okay.
say you're gonna accept being number six. All right, cool. From there, right? 2-3 months
Mm-hmm.
later, I'm gonna give you a good timeline. I'm not gonna say that night. 2-3 months later, we start the intimacy, right? Can I get it
Okay.
with no hat?
Hell no.
Why not?
But
Why not?
you're also insinuating that every person that a woman is talking to, if she's talking to multiple people, is being fucked.
Okay,
You
but
not
I'm
fucking
asking
if
you,
you fucking all 5 of these women, that's
how
a
you know
problem
that?
up front. I'm not fucking on these niggas.
How
I'm
you
going
know
on
that?
dates.
Did we say that?
I'm having conversations.
Did I state that with the 5 I was smashing?
Nah, but you asking
But you
2-3
assumed
months
it.
no hat, like,
But you assumed it.
of course.
So why wouldn't a man
Are you
assume?
not assuming the same thing?
Exactly. So if you with me and you tell me you added me to the roster of men that you are dating, it's no way.
Correct.
I don't think that when I hit, everybody else hit around the same time. Even if I'm
But
wrong.
are you asking? But are you
You
asking?
didn't ask me, baby.
Are you asking?
No,
So
I'm
even
gonna
even
assume.
after my assumption, oh
Right. I'm
hell
gonna
yeah, I'm
assume.
assuming off rip.
Right. So we
But I'm still gonna be like, hey yo. But
that's
let me
uh,
finish.
uh,
When we're having this conversation, right?
mm-hmm,
So I'm having this one-on-one conversation with you
mm-hmm,
because I'm fucking with you.
mm-hmm.
Just off rip, like, we getting to know each other, we staying. You don't think I'm gonna ask, like, okay, you letting me know you talking to 5 other women. Um,
I love the
are
change in
you
the
fucking
voice.
with
That's
them?
sexy. Go ahead.
You you know, but I'm not gonna be like,
Ladies, that's a
you
tip.
fucking them
That's a tip,
bitches,
ladies. That's a tip.
like, oh, the voice change. Yeah, I'm a customer service you real quick, like,
Facts, facts,
my
facts.
God. But that's also, you don't want to be chastised
Right,
for living your life and doing something and making these choices before I came about.
right.
I'm not here to chastise you. I'm here to get to know you. And if I'm here to get to know you in the most genuine and honest way,
Mm-hmm.
some of these conversations are not going to be the easiest. So yeah, I'm going to be like, hey, of course, nigga, off rip, I'm assuming. I'm like, oh shit, god damn, boy, no. Oh no. He probably fucking all these hoes, he got hoes. But I'm still going to sit down and ask you, as hard and as awkward as that conversation may be,
You gonna
like,
believe me?
okay, cool. Am I going to believe you? It would depend on how, I think that's different for each person, right? So have you already done something moving funny? People move funny late.
What's moving funny
You might not
if I told you
necessarily
that I
move
got
funny.
5?
You can still be lying. There are things, like, there's little things that may occur. How's your accountability? Like, when somebody fucking with you, when somebody lying. Eventually, you gonna start to get them weird feelings, like, you gonna feel the hesitancy. You gonna, you know,
I
you
mean,
know.
what I
Y'all
feel,
move a lot differently than women do.
yeah, we do, but I think it's necessary, right? So
And sometimes the necessary isn't fair.
life ain't fair.
If you're not, life ain't fair, cool. We're giving these generalizations of life ain't fair, but my nigga, when I'm with you, when it's you and I, and we're
But it's
having
not. It's
this
me,
intimate
you, and then
conversation.
5 other chicks, and you got 3 other niggas.
Yeah, but the 5 other chicks and the 3 other niggas ain't in the room with me and you. I'm not giving you the same treatment as everyone else when it's just me and you.
What you mean? Like
Somebody
when we
might like
literally in the
flowers.
room,
Somebody might
or when
just,
or
yeah,
in the whole
when we're
relationship
having,
brace.
literally, we're talking about our conversation
Uh-huh.
about our intimacy with whatever, however many partners we assume that's going on in the mix
Right.
right now. We're going to have these conversations, but when it's me and you, when it's me and one person
Mm-hmm.
that I'm talking to in that moment, my phone probably in another room. My phone on do not disturb. I'm not doing no
Right, because you
texting.
worried
Like
about other
I'm
niggas calling. I got you.
oh, I'm not worried at all.
Because you
I'm
told me they
never
could be
worried
calling.
because you know what's going on, but I would never even allow that situation to happen
So this is
because,
go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead.
well, what I was getting at was it's a one-on-one thing. So yeah, we know that there's other people. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
We know. But in that moment, I'm not talking to you past the fact that you know I'm dating. That's it. I'm not talking to you about Paul, James, Earl,
So I'm
whatever.
left to assume.
I don't know if his nigga's name Earl still, but you know. But
Shout out to Earl.
you know,
Shout out to Earl that's like 8 years old.
you know, I'm not about to be like, yeah, you know, Earl pissed me off today, so I'm here
So
with you hanging out. You know, no, it's not like that. Like,
so
so
I
I
think
gotta
the
say,
problem is, right?
this is where I was getting at with.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You said
All
I had a
right,
problem.
so I think the problem is, right? Most
Oh, the problem. Okay.
most people, most men, and I think even most women would more than likely assume than have the hard conversation because it's easier, right? So if we generalize, right? Then on top of that,
Absolutely.
then on top of that,
Yeah.
when you're dealing with somebody and you are aware because they have made it very clear to you that it's a bunch of different people in the picture, you kind of going to assume that whatever you're doing with me, you're doing some version of that with somebody else, which I think for most people gonna scare the shit out of them. You understand what I'm saying? We lost
Yeah.
Luffy.
It
So
that's
so I think that that's
not
where
good.
your the what you need for the man to give you the depth that you're looking for. That's where the
Yeah.
that's where the hesitancy comes from. That's where the unknowing and unwilling to really push forward is sitting at. You understand what I'm saying? If you've been able to move with me, if I'm dealing with you, I got 5 women on the side. If I'm seeing you every day, if I'm calling you every day, we intimate on a regular basis, right? But you ask me a couple months from now, like, yo, did you cut off your squad and it's just me? And I'm like, what? No, no, everybody's still in position. You not looking at yourself like,
Everybody
wait,
still
hold
here.
up. This nigga's a magician. Matter of fact, when we get together, if I decide to make this man my man, he could be cheating on me. I would never know because he's so good at this.
You so are you saying it's a skill?
To be able to balance that many people.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I know most people can't do it. I tell you right now,
Yeah.
in my younger years, I was very comfortable with having a slew of women, and I no longer see that as something that I would be interested in entertaining. A side chick, maybe,
Mm,
but an actual like second partner, like a polygamy situation, I don't think I got the energy nor the
yeah.
emotional fortitude to deal with 2 women, especially the type of women I deal with.
Right. No, that's fair and that's honest.
You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, I think that I've reached my point. I've gotten to this point because um I've spent a lot of time in relationships
Okay, okay.
and being like just going off assumption and going off, oh, I'm not gonna say shit, you know, I'm not gonna express my different feelings in certain matters or
Hmm.
make if I'm the beginning stages of like talking to somebody and getting to know somebody, like before I turned 30, I was like, oh, they gotta go. Like, they gotta
I mean,
go.
but that's
They have
fair
to
before you
go.
turn 30.
I was
That's
like, you
fair.
know,
That's
shit, they
fair.
gotta go. But now it's like, again, this is me learning myself and also like learning people and learning partners over the years. Like, I cannot be criticizing people for their own life experiences, like the
Facts.
stuff that they have going on and how they want to deal with women. But what I won't accept and receive is you feeling like you have to lie to me to keep me. You ain't got to lie to kick it over here. But
So
my
let me ask you
honesty
something. Do
is,
you see yourself?
mhm,
Could you see yourself in a poly situation?
no. Somebody asked me that though after the TikTok video,
You know why they asking you
um,
that?
because I can date multiple people. But I feel
No.
like that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay, you are. You all right? Let me tell you a secret, right? You listener, come close.
I love
You
secrets.
you supposed to date as many people as you comfortable with, right? But if the goal
Right.
is to be exclusive, you telling everybody that is gonna set up a situation where you never get to the finish line, right?
For sure. For
Because
sure.
this is
And
how this supposed to work. This is how this supposed to work.
mhm,
I'm interested in you, you interested in me.
right.
We are dealing
Mhm.
with each other on a trial basis to figure out how far we want to take this, right? Outside of
Right.
something unplanned happening, like us having a child, the idea is we're going to marry each other, right? So you're
Mhm.
doing everything to show me what type of wife you would be. I'm doing everything to show you what type of husband I would be. If you got 6 niggas and I got 30 women, we not doing that. We just having a good time when we see each other.
Okay, I receive that, and I get what you're saying about that not giving the exclusivity vibes. I receive that for sure. Um I don't think currently, if I can just be transparent, which I'm always, my current little situations, there's not really a goal. There wasn't really a goal for exclusivity with anyone.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. But I mean, what I would say to you is
Yeah.
this. I would love for you to choose moving forward to not be as open and honest as far as what goes on outside of that particular person and allow the space of the one day a week turning into the weekend, turning into Monday and Sunday, no, excuse me, Friday to Sunday, then Friday to Wednesday, then Friday to Friday. You understand what I'm saying? And
That
as
sounds
you
like
need to trim and
a
cut,
situationship occurring.
say what?
I said that sounds like how a situationship can occur.
But that's also how
I'm
relationships
receiving it.
flower.
I'm listening.
But that's also how relationships flower.
Sure. So you don't think that my perspective on it is, and this is just again experience, right? When people weren't honest with me in these stages and I found out things on the back end, I felt a little bit slighted because I didn't feel like I was given an opportunity to have a choice to be like, hey, I don't want to deal with that. Just with your initial analogy, right? Like, I don't, I'm waiting on everybody to jump out the bag. I'm waiting on this one specific thing to jump out the bag. Like, I felt slighted in certain situations where people weren't upfront and honest about what they had going on or what they were doing in their dating situations. And I didn't have a choice to be like, oh man, nah, I ain't finna talk to you. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with
But
having to deal with other women. Like,
outside of somebody having an actual being in an actual relationship, what difference do it make if they talking to a bunch of people?
what do you mean? What difference does it make? So
It's a
what difference
serious
does it
question.
make if I
If
say
you
it?
comfortable,
Yeah, for sure.
if you
So
comfortable
when
with
I
it,
say
if I
it,
tell you,
yeah,
what's the difference?
right. Well, what I'm saying is how you have projected or portrayed it to me overall is if a woman does it, men
It's
aren't
a
really
problem.
like being as receptive to it. It's an
Facts.
issue.
Facts.
But if you guys do it, it's a little bit more accepted.
Absolutely.
But overall, for me, for the both of us, for both parties, I want you to be like, nah, be honest with me. Don't stick around. You
Lie.
sticking
Fellas
around after
lie.
I'm giving you this
Fellas lie.
information is not my fault.
Fellas lie. Ladies lie.
They do. Women lie too.
No, I'm telling the audience,
Everyone
lie.
has the
Lie.
choice and opportunity. No, don't do it. Reconsider. Do not be out here lying. Like, that shit is scary. Like,
This is how all
yeah.
right. So I'm gonna give you one more play. If I can't convince you, I can't convince you, right? You should treat this like your body count.
No, I'm gonna try it.
You should treat
We
this.
still talking about body counts in our 30s?
Look, that's my point. That's my point right there. If a nigga asks me my body count, I'm gonna look at them with Medusa gonna come up. What are you talking about? What? Listen, stop it. Stop it. And if a man asks you that, it should be the same response. My point is, it's none of your business. Because until you catch me outside with, Keisha and Mariah, what difference it make? One, two.
There's a thing.
Hold up. Two. If we went out on Tuesday, you thought I got rid of everybody? It's Thursday. You really thought I got rid of everybody already, baby? Right?
That's for both parties. Also, let your audience know that's for both parties. Like, we not getting rid of everybody.
I agree. What I said was this: you should date as many people as you want to until you find what you like. When you find what you like, you should narrow. You should work on cutting off everything on his end strategically, because you can do that as a woman, and vice versa. Right? That's the way this game is supposed to be played. Say it again.
I said I like how you said strategically.
Strategically,
because there's strategy behind it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Listen.
Yeah.
I've dated women who have put undergarments in my couch. I've dated women who have left shoes by the door. I have dated women who take their scrunchie and leave it in the bathroom. I have dated women who put their toothbrush in the bathroom without asking.
That's how we communicate with the other women.
And there's no reason to stop now.
I used to be communicating with bitches with scrunchies and all types of, I'm moving the body wash in the shower to the left side, knowing he like it on the right. Like,
hold on.
I used to communicate with women like that. Like,
we good.
And so you got 10 minutes remaining. But I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying. I will even test.
That's how you gotta play it. That's how you gotta play it. Listen, I understand, right? See, you 32, so you're not even young enough to even be trying to change the rules, right? But this how it's played. This how it's played. It's gonna be like this to the end of time. We gotta play the game. It's no two ways around it. There's no two ways around it. The game got to get played the way the game get played. The rules is not going to change.
Correct.
You don't want to get your feelings hurt because Johnny wasn't going to leave none of them bitches anyway.
It's all about fulfillment as well. Are people able to be fulfilled with dating multiple people? Some people don't have the capacity.
Facts.
I'm very much like when I tell you very much single, like very much.
It might be a dude who want to slide in your DMs tonight. You know what I'm saying? I don't. She could date one dude and just be happy. I promise. Because her goal is exclusivity. Her goal is a monogamous relationship. She don't want to be with Tom, Dick, and Mike all at the same time.
I didn't say when the goal needs to be attained by, but regardless, it's when I had a man that was on my social media, that never stopped men from sliding in my DMs.
What that got to do with what you're doing?
What I'm saying is, like, any PSA about it might be somebody, you gonna do it regardless. If you want to, you will. You gonna slide.
Okay, let me say this.
It's the game, right?
Let me say this then. My goal with this show is for us to find love and happiness, not just to get to the business. You get what I'm saying? So that's why when I say,
for sure,
let it be clear that you're comfortable with it being exclusive and you're going to stop dating 700 dudes. That's why I say that. It's not for no other reason.
You and these numbers are so crazy.
Listen, it's a show.
You
It
and
got to
these
be
numbers are
exaggerated,
so
baby.
crazy.
It got to be exaggerated.
That
If I say one, it
thank
don't
you for
even
the
make sense for me to be
exaggeration.
like, yeah, you messing with Tom and Mike. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a football team for it to be funny. You know?
Yeah, listen, y'all. We gonna see. We gonna see how it go. But no, that's I feel what you're saying, and of course, yes, that's the goal. I think that I just have a different view on how we get to
Can't
that
change the
goal.
rules. Can't change the rules. We've been
You
playing this
can
game.
change the rules.
Nah, you can't change the rules. This is
Niggas
the
be
biggest problem with
playing the
what you
game
want to
and be
do.
miserable.
This is the biggest problem with what you want to do. We live in a world with Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
as fine as you are, right, fellas,
Oh, thank
I
you.
showed the picture already. Like you see the difference, right? When she put it
Listen,
together, she got
I'm
it together,
catfishing today.
right? No, I understand he was working, but be clear, right? When you oh, I lost my train of thought. Damn.
It's gonna come back.
No, I
We
don't
were
think it
talking
is.
about what I was gonna do, what you was telling me.
Oh, okay. When you oh, that's what I was about to say. All right. In the world that we live in, right? It's not just the
Mm-hmm.
8 girls on my block. It's Instagram. So when I click on your picture, 6 more come up that look just like you.
Mm-hmm.
They're your
Mm-hmm.
doppelgangers, damn near. So
Oh yeah.
that's why you got to. I ain't got to put up with nobody bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody do.
Mm-hmm.
When
Mm-hmm.
you look at me, you like, oh, his picture nice. They're gonna be like, yeah, here go 7 twins. So if I come off wrong in the first, you just move to the next. It's the same for men and
Yeah.
women. So that's why we gotta still play the game with the rules. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna be honest. Fuck being honest. It's not worth it. What matters is when you tell me we together, it's exclusive now. And when we make that decision together, or you make it for me because you done left the scrunchie and the toothbrush and the heels, that's when it's clear. That's when it need to be clear. Till then, it don't need to be clear.
I don't know, friend. I'm receiving it. I'm really gonna process and meditate on it.
Listen, when
I'm really receiving it, you know.
you got my info, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to add me to the council, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, single ladies, and yeah, you got any friends
I'm
that's
about
married?
to throw you in the group chat.
Yeah, throw me in the group chat, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna whip all of y'all in shape, get y'all what y'all looking for out here.
I got a few first dates next week, so I might hit you like, all right, yo, I was
Yeah, I
honest on
got you.
Tuesday.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Don't say this. Don't say that. I'm gonna send you a whole list of what not to say. You know
You
what I'm
so
saying?
funny. No, I appreciate this conversation with you though.
No,
Like
definitely,
I
definitely,
love
definitely.
perspective. Like this is depth for me. Like perspective is
I
the depth
appreciate
that
it.
I was referring to, right?
I appreciate it. I
And
appreciate it. I
so
mean, that's my first time. I normally don't respond to the women. I normally just kind of take what they say and just say how I felt. I don't normally like,
yeah.
do the stitch like I did. But I appreciate, you know what I mean, you hopping on and being brave enough to, come into the fire a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, nobody scared me for real. Like I deal with backlash of these opinions
That's what's
all
up. That's
day,
what's up.
every
You originally from
day.
Atlanta?
Like I have accountable male friends. Nah, I'm from Detroit.
I figured as much.
I've been in Atlanta 6 years.
Okay. All right, give them your
Yep.
information, man, in case they want to hire you for something. You got the businesses
It's
popping.
so
Don't. We not about to not advertise now.
Oh, I love the advertisement. So y'all can follow me.
It's
At
gonna
It's
be written.
pronounced
I
Kayla.
got
I'm
you on
sure
that.
you'll have the handle. Thank
Yeah,
you, because it's long. I'm
I
a
got you.
private bartender. I'm also a podcast host. Whatever really y'all need. I curate an art show, an annual art show called
What's
If
the name
My
of the
Hair
art
Could
show?
Talk. It's called If My Hair Could Talk. It's an art show
It look
celebrating
fly.
Black hair.
It look
Thank
fly.
you. Thank
It look
you.
fly.
Thank you. My
And it's
next
for
show
men
right
and women.
now
Don't
is
get it twisted. It's all hair.
it's for men and women.
I
It's
peeped it. I
all
peeped
here.
it.
We have
I peeped it.
live barbers. So the next show is in Detroit in July
Nice.
22nd, and then
Fire.
we coming back to Atlanta in January. But that's been my biggest project, my biggest investment and risk right now
I love it. I
is
love it. I love
expanding
it.
this brand. Yeah.
I love it. I love
So
it.
it all ties together. Bartending, being on y'all podcast, getting
I love
cussed
it.
out on the internets about my dating style. It's a good way to pub.
All right, all right, all right. Well, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna cut this up, but see y'all on the other side.
Peace. Thank you for having me.
Podcast. Listen, man. The goal of this show is for you to find something that makes your life so much better. All right, and that's your partner. You know what I mean? It's some tough love that probably need to take place for us to get there. But the goal is for you to find that type of love so you can find that and you have that, secure in your life. You know what I mean? I might beat you up, but it's tough love. It's your big brother smacking you around, teaching you how to slap box so you can fight. You know what I mean? It's your big sister, telling you not to wear her clothes, but then teaching you how to shop and how to get the things that you need so you could be comfortable in your skin and you could grow up to be as beautiful as a person as they are. I don't want y'all to lose, but I ain't about to sell you no dream. All right? Chictionary Podcast, episode 4, Love and Light. You know what I mean?